Hell's Kitchen, a city that never sleeps, but not for the reasons you might think. This is a place where dreams die in the alleyways and nightmares walk the streets. And in the deepest darkness, a crimson silhouette watches, waiting. The man without fear, advocate, avenger. Tonight the shadows have a scent of fear and something far more sinister. He is the protector of Hell's Kitchen, he is Daredevil. Hell's Kitchen breathes its nocturnal sigh, a symphony of steam and distant sirens as shadows deepen, and the concrete jungle guards its secrets. This is not just a night like any other. It is an epochal moment, a clash of titans destined to echo through the annals of comic history.
O regal Namor the First, Prince of Atlantis, Emperor of the Deep, Lord of the Seven Seas, and Supreme Commander of the Undersea Legions, how much longer must thy people be denied our rightful place on the surface of Earth?
From the crushing depths, a prophecy stirs, a tremor beneath the waves that will soon breach the surface and irrevocably alter the fate of Daredevil, and perhaps humanity itself. In Mortal Kombat, the man without fear may face his most profound challenge yet, a confrontation that will test the very limits of his courage and his legend. This is not merely a battle, it is a spectacle, a super spectacular forging a new age of marvels, written by a legend and drawn by a master. Beneath the fathoms, a scene unfolds, a prelude to destiny that will weave its way into the life of Daredevil and by extension, the very fabric of the human race. The tide is turning and the world below prepares to rise, bringing with it an era of unprecedented peril and power. Deep beneath the waves in the glittering city of Atlantis, a simmering discontent stirs amongst the people.
Your subjects grow restless, my lord. They long to bask in the heat of the sun, to gaze upon the countless stars, to return to the lands from which we fled many ages ago.
You speak half-truths, Krang. The surface is our rightful heritage. But our people do not wish to shed any more blood in battle with the humans.
Krang's true hunger for combat is revealed, a shadow of ambition lurking beneath a facade of duty.
It is you, my warlord, who hungers for combat, whose soul longs for new conquests.
And yet, I would not be true to my royal trust if I do not try to regain the surface world for Atlantis. But there must be another way, a way short of war.
Do not heed the words of Krang, my lord. His heart is as evil as the Barracuda.
Silence, Lady Dorma. Krang is a warrior. He does his duty. That is all that matters. I shall visit the surface again, warlord. I shall present new demands to the human race. If my legions are needed, I shall summon you. But first, I shall rely on reason and international law. Farewell.
The fool, the humans will destroy him, and then I shall seize power and rule Atlantis in his stead.
Above, in the gritty heart of Hell's Kitchen, a familiar chaos erupts, unseen by the naked eye.
Matt, in the street below, it's almost unbelievable.
What is it, Karen? What do you see?
I hear people shouting the sound of running footsteps, but I cannot yet sense the cause of such alarm.
Hell's Kitchen, another night, another descent into chaos, but this time, a different kind of storm is brewing above the streets.
They recognize me, they flee in panic. Shall such as these rule over Earth instead of Namor?
A lone figure, a king from the depths, walks among the terrified populace, his presence a ripple of alien authority.
Better stand aside, give him room. He walks as confidently as if we don't even exist.
It's Prince Namor, the Submariner.
It could be the start of another undersea invasion.
But once the first sudden shock has passed, once it is clear that Namor is alone and unarmed, the people stand their ground, watching in silent bewilderment. Before resorting to force, I shall adopt the methods of the surface dwellers. I shall press my claim legally.
He needs the law but knows nothing of it. Thus, a new quest begins, not for conquest but for counsel.
But I am unfamiliar with surface customs. I know nothing of the human's law, so I shall engage the services of an attorney. Any lawyer will do. There must be dozens within an office building as large as this one. No matter, I shall pay for whatever damage I do at some later date.
Driven by an unyielding will, he seeks justice, or perhaps manipulation, through the corridors of human law.
Now for the first attorney I find. Ah, Nelson and Murdoch. I'm certain they will do as well as any others.
And so, the man without fear, the vigilante who upholds justice in the shadows, finds himself on a collision course with a king from the sea, a confrontation that will shake the very foundations of Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen, a city that never sleeps, yet whose nights are often filled with the whispers of danger.
Matt, it's the Submariner.
What can we do? I suggest we listen to him, Karen, and hear what he has to say.
Speak, time is as precious to Prince Namur as the golden shells of the fabled reef of jewels.
From the depths of the ocean, a royal decree, a demand for recognition, a plea for justice.
My people have dwelled beneath the sea since time immemorial. Now, we demand our rightful place on the surface of Earth. I wish to sue the entire human race for depriving us of our birthright.
I'm afraid that would be impossible. There is no legal precedent for it. Also, there is no one nation which represents the human race.
You weary me with details. A prince does not concern himself with petty problems.
But don't you understand? You have no case. You cannot come to court without evidence. You'd make a laughing stock of yourself.
Mind your tongue, surface man. You are addressing a prince of the blood.
My partner is right, Namur. We'd love to take your case. It would make us the most famous lawyers on Earth. But without a legal basis for lawsuit, they'd kick us out of court.
Your words have the ring of truth to them. I know you believe what you say. But I must present my claim. I must be heard. Otherwise, our two races shall fight a war to the death, a war which neither can win. I shall force them to take me to court, and then the world will have to listen.
Force them, a desperate gambit, a looming threat, and the man without fear caught in the crossfire between two worlds on the brink of war. Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows lengthening into an encroaching darkness, where unseen threats lurk in every alleyway.
You shall see soon enough. The Submariner will summon you when ready.
For Matt Murdoch, a lawyer trained in the law, the lines between justice and combat blur into a dangerous new reality.
When Dad sent me to college to study corporation law and civil courts procedure, I wonder if he ever thought there'd be days like this. Oh, Matt, if you could have seen him, so arrogant, so merciless, and so supremely confident of his power. Strange. I sensed a man of great honor, of intense pride and innate nobility. I wonder which is the real Submariner.
A peaceful arrival turned to chaos as Prince Namur, the Submariner, descends upon the city in a destructive frenzy.
The more damage I do, the more they'll try to capture me. Then, according to their own customs, they'll have to take me to court. It's the only way. Yet Namur overlooks one other possibility, considered a dangerous threat to public safety. He might be slain before his capture. Our orders are, stop him by any means.
In the quiet solitude of his office, a different kind of justice begins to take shape, forged in months of secret preparation.
I've secretly worked for months to redesign my fighting costume to make it more comfortable, more distinctive. But I never expected to wear it against such a fantastic foe.
With the agility of a predator and the heart of a lion, the sightless adventurer embraces the rooftop ballet. But a new aerial threat approaches, a low-flying engine cutting through the night, signaling a confrontation yet to come. Hell's Kitchen, a concrete jungle shrouded in the cloak of night, a place where danger lurks in every shadowed alley.
IT must be a military observer plane seeking Prince Namur. He'll reach here in seconds.
But high above the city's din, a different kind of observer is at work, a silent guardian using the urban landscape to his advantage.
There's a TV antenna on the roof below. If I time this just right. Made IT, and now using the flexible steel as a makeshift springboard, and guided by the sound of the roaring engine. This is as easy a feat as any I've ever attempted.
Looks like we picked up an airborne hitchhiker, Captain. I wouldn't worry about him, sir. Even if he fell off, he'd find some way to bounce right back again.
It's Daredevil. Keep her flying steady, Phil. We don't want anything to shake him loose.
Hold IT, there's a report coming in on the radio. Attention all search units. Enemy sighted at waterfront vicinity of Pier 94. Proceed with caution.
I'm in luck. He's been found again.
The hunt is on, the stakes just got higher. A new threat emerges, and the man without fear is ready to answer the call.
When will you puny humans realize none of you is a match for the Submariner?
I see him right below US, Captain. Look, Daredevil just released his grip.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Hell's Kitchen breathes a toxic sigh, the night alive with the hum of unseen dangers. High above, a silhouette against the bruised sky makes a perilous calculation.
If I calculated the plane's speed and direction perfectly, there's a hanging traffic light directly below me. And if I made a mistake, it'll be too bad for poor Foggy. He'll have to find himself another law partner. Phew, what a stroke of luck for Foggy. I hear Namor just below me. His heartbeat is so strong it's almost deafening to my hypersensitive ears. The first thing I've got to do is slow him down, soften him up long enough to talk some sense into him.
You dare.
Now simmer down, Namor. I've something to say to you.
I speak to no costumed attacker. You must pay for your insolence.
Just in time, his blow is like a battering ram. One slip could be my last.
See me here, little Billy Club. I'm gonna need you.
The fight for the kitchen is far from over. The abyss awaits the unwary. Hell's Kitchen, a city of sharp edges and even sharper secrets, where the night breeds desperation.
Maybe if I trick him off the pier, a dash of cold water will cool him off and make him listen. I'll wait till he throws a blow and then leap to safety like now.
But the man without fear is always a step ahead, his senses a razor's edge in the darkness.
He was too fast for me, he grabbed my ankle. His grip is like a steel vise, now I'm in for it.
Pulled into the unforgiving depths, the thug finds himself in the devil's element, a chilling irony.
Though you cannot hear my words beneath the surface, I must say them. I know not who you are, but I respect your courage.
He has no way of knowing that I can hear him, but a fat lot of good it does me.
His aquatic advantage is fleeting. The devil's judgment is absolute, his purpose unyielding.
It is a pity that I must put an end to it forever.
Ugh, I cannot. I must not be kept from my goal by anyone. I have a world to win.
Meanwhile, from above, unseen eyes watch, the hunter awaiting the perfect moment, the game played out in shadows and cold, unforgiving water.
They're right below us, but if we drop any explosives, we're apt to hit Daredevil. We can only wait.
Hell's Kitchen's grimy streets hold secrets, but tonight the abyss of the ocean calls, a battle fought beyond the city's usual despair.
Now to finish what I've begun.
He plunges into the churning depths, a human form falling not towards oblivion but towards a desperate rescue.
But the human is not breathing. He plummets towards the bottom. I cannot permit one so valiant to die, even though he is my enemy. Warlord Krang would think me a fool, perhaps with good reason, but I do not desire to cause harm to the weaker surface men. I only seek to regain what is truly mine. Back to the surface, Masked One. Such valor as yours does not deserve to perish.
And then a sight no one expected. A colossal form breaks the waves, a legendary voice echoing with a confounding surrender.
Namor surrendering. Why? All he had to do was swim to safety beneath the waves. IT must be a trick. Don't take your eyes off him. Radio headquarters for further instructions.
He saved me. He could have left me to die, but he saved me. Don't try any sudden moves, Waterman.
Chains for the Lord of the Seven Seas never. I shall accompany you to your court of law, but never in chains.
The next morning, the unexpected arrives. In the concrete jungle, the scales of justice begin to shift.
Prince Namor wants US to represent him. Very well, we'll be there. So he'll have his day in court after all. You'd better handle IT, Matt.
Put down your weapons. Prince Namor the First surrenders. I am your prisoner.
From the depths of the ocean to the heart of legal battles, the man without fear faces a legend, and the stakes have never been higher. In the sterile, unforgiving halls of justice, Hell's Kitchen's shadows are momentarily banished by the harsh glare of courtroom lights.
Your Honor, before this trial begins, my client wishes to file a countercharge against the entire human race.
You're out of order, Counselor. The bench will entertain no such motions until this trial has ended.
Namor, the Prince of Atlantis, commands respect even in the mundane, his presence filling the room with an undeniable regality.
If it please the court, the state shall prove the defendant to be guilty of outrageous assault, attempting to overthrow the government by force, alien sedition, willful destruction of property, and a host of other attendant crimes. Your Honor, I request that you order the defendant to remain silent, or else have him gagged while I speak.
You insolent clod.
Your Honor, a case like this calls for special understanding. My client is the supreme monarch of his people. His word is the spoken law. We cannot expect him to consent to being treated like a common criminal.
Weigh your words carefully, Counselor. You speak of the Prince of Atlantis. Your point is well taken, Mr. Murdoch. I shall order a recess while I deliberate about this matter.
But at that moment, all eyes turn to the rear as a dramatic female figure enters the courtroom, her presence a sudden, electrifying disruption.
My Prince Warlord Krang has started a rebellion in your absence. He seeks to usurp your rightful throne.
Unhand me, my place is with my people in my undersea domain.
I am the Lady Dorma. I must speak with my lord on a matter of great urgency.
A sudden urgency shatters the courtroom's decorum, the fate of kingdoms now intruding on legal proceedings.
That is why he wanted me gone.
Sorry, fella, your place is in a cell until the trial begins again. Now take it easy, Namor, don't make us get tough.
The wheels of justice grind to a halt, replaced by the chaos of an unfolding crisis, leaving the outcome of this trial hanging precariously in the balance.
We're going to need a whole new set of law books before this case is finished.
Away, you are no more to me than the mackerel is to the shark. Speak then, Counselor, but let your words be swift.
We'd better send for the militia. Police guards alone can't cope with him.
Namor, wait, you must trust me, listen to me. You can't defy our law now. He looks like a normal husky man, but his strength is unimaginable. You've finally gotten your day in court, your chance to be heard. You can't throw IT away now. Very well, Namor shall wait 24 hours, but not 1 instant more. IT looks bad. Matt the judge postponed the trial till next week. They'll never keep Namor in jail that long. Will you keep the news from him, Matt? I can't, he's bound to find out sooner or later, and he is my client, I owe him the truth. Silence, you speak to me of patience while my kingdom is in peril. My patience is at an end. I tire of your surface world justice. IT is too slow for Namor. Now stand aside, the submariner returns to Atlantis. You can't escape, the militia is guarding the building. Hell's Kitchen bleeds under the neon glare, a concrete jungle where the night holds its breath.
Militia, what are militiamen to the submariner? Look out, he's like a human bulldozer.
He moves with a savage grace, a force of nature untamed, a prince among men whose power knows no bounds.
Namor is more than merely human, far, far more. Hold IT, mister, stop or I'll shoot. Fire Bill, don't let him get any closer.
Will you never learn? None may threaten the royal person of Prince Namor.
Namor, stop, I'll arrange for bail for you. I'll have you freed legally before nightfall.
It's too late, he won't listen to reason. His mind's made up.
But his escape is a fragile thing, a momentary reprieve. The city's hunters are already closing in.
But they won't let him escape that easily. He can't fly very far with his small ankle wings. They'll be waiting for him when he lands. If he chooses to fight, there could be bloodshed unless perhaps Daredevil can find a way to prevent IT.
And as predicted, his landing is met not with silence, but with the cold steel of defiance.
You'll never reach the sea, Fishman. Surrender now, don't force US to shoot to kill.
If you threaten me with force, then I shall answer your threats in kind with greater force.
He'll never give up, we've no other choice than to use the tanks.
Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows lengthening, a chilling stillness before the storm.
I strike for Atlantis, let no man stand in my way, human or not.
Grenade will stop him.
But again, Namor's blinding speed and winged feet hurtle him to safety.
Next time I shall not be so merciful to my attackers.
However, another dramatic figure now appears on the rooftops, the figure of a man without fear.
I've been waiting for a chance to try out my new cane cable, so here goes.
For the man without fear, it's a silent, swift, and perfectly foolproof method of travel through the treacherous city.
I hear the rumbling of a tank below me. I must be near my objective at last. Stop. I must speak to your officer in charge.
It's Daredevil. Hold it up, men, till we see what he wants.
The vigilante is here, and the hunt has truly begun. Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows lengthening, a city holding its breath as titans clash.
I cannot stop Namor without casualties. He is too powerful.
But in the heart of the concrete jungle, a plan begins to form, a dangerous gamble.
But perhaps I can find a way to bring him back without anyone being injured.
It's a deal, Daredevil, but what can you do, single-handed, against a walking powerhouse like the Submariner?
The Devil of Hell's Kitchen prepares his gambit, a cunning blend of science and sheer will.
And now for the second new device. I've added to my trusty little Billy club. You have nothing to lose. Continue your vigil. Hold your fire for the next few minutes.
A simple contraption born of necessity and a relentless spirit.
It was simple enough to construct. Just a few little gas pellets, a control button, and presto, an instant smoke screen.
A desperate tactic designed to equalize the impossible.
This is the only way I can nullify the advantage of his incalculable strength. I've got to keep him off balance, confuse him.
You again.
The Submariner lashes out, but in the swirling chaos, a phantom disappears.
Namor lashes out angrily, but the smoke blinded him. He missed me.
You may be a whiz in Atlantis, Subby, but you'll have to do better than that here.
A near miss, a fleeting victory bought with swift evasion, and a city air thick with uncertainty.
Here I am, pal. Come and get me.
Hell's Kitchen bleeds into the night, a concrete jungle where shadows hide more than just the stars.
Insolent human, when I find you, I shall teach you the folly of.
My smoke pellets are used up now. I've got to have a plan of action for when he can see me.
Something has grasped my ankle. IT twines around my leg.
My cane cable should be able to keep him from flying out of my reach. And I'll have to rely on my own luck and skill to keep me out of his deadly reach.
Ha, I can see you again, for you are all prisoners of the surface of your planet, while I am equally at home in the sea or in the sky. Anytime I wish, I can execute enough intricate maneuvers to cause you to lose your hold and send you plummeting to your death below. But I shall give you one last chance. Swear to cease battling me, and I'll allow you to live.
Did IT, and now for a real long shot.
Trapped dangling, the odds are stacked against the man without fear.
You're as helpless as I am now, Subby. You can't stay airborne if I hold onto your ankle wings.
My carelessness is unpardonable. While I boasted, he acted.
And now you shall learn why no human can ever be a match for the Submariner.
He's flying upwards. I didn't count on this.
With seconds ticking away and his foe ascending, Daredevil faces a daredevil choice.
But I can't just dangle here helplessly. I've only seconds to do one thing which he doesn't expect. I'll climb right up to him.
Hell's Kitchen, a concrete jungle cloaked in perpetual night, becomes the arena for a desperate aerial ballet. Gravity itself seems to yield as two figures plummet from the sky, a battle waged even in freefall.
Log. Now I can soar again.
But you,
A cunning maneuver, Daredevil, sensing the danger below, deploys his billy club, a lifeline amidst the chaos.
he's already landed waiting for me. I must not fall blindly into his grasp.
The construction site, a labyrinth of steel and shadow, becomes a death trap.
Obviously, I'm at a construction site, and this battering ram iron ball is just what the doctor ordered. Don't worry about me, Namor. I'm a big boy now.
A desperate gambit, a prayer cast into the unforgiving urban void, as the man without fear prepares for his next move. Hell's Kitchen groans under the relentless night, a symphony of metal and despair.
You shall pay with your life for this final indignity.
The man without fear, pushed to his absolute limit, faces an enemy of impossible strength.
I was wrong. His pulse is stronger than ever.
He shrugs off concrete like falling snow, a force of destruction unleashed.
So you've had your chance, Daredevil. Now IT is my turn.
Desperate, a civilian gambles everything, using a colossal machine to buy precious seconds.
I've got to move fast before he expects IT.
Trapped with no escape in sight, the odds are stacked impossibly high.
Can't hold on, he wasn't kidding.
Hell's Kitchen at night, shadows lengthening, a desperate chase unfolds. The man without fear is cornered, a desperate gamble hangs in the balance.
You won't escape me that way. You have outsmarted yourself this time. I need not even hasten. There is no place for you to swing to from up there.
He's right. I sense nothing else near me.
And now, at last, you shall feel the power of Prince Namor, even as the entire human race shall feel IT one day.
Well, if you know any better ways, I'm open to suggestions, Subby. Boy, if I were only half as confident as I'm trying to sound.
By the time consciousness has returned to your frail surfaceman's body, I shall be gone, but you will never forget the fury of the Submariner.
Though Namor turns away, a chilling arrogance in his stride, he underestimates the will of the Daredevil.
Can't let him get away, must stop him no matter what. This electric cord from the lamppost if I cannot IT in time. Namor, I order you to halt.
Hell's Kitchen, a crucible of crime, where shadows twist and desperation reigns.
This is madness. Does your own life mean nothing to you? Have you no sense of fear?
Sure, but I seem to have carelessly misplaced IT somewhere. Now just stand there for a second. Fella, I want to try something.
He's so sure of his own invulnerability that he's not even trying to stop me, as I hoped he would not. Taking one last desperate gamble, Daredevil joins the two live wires, hoping to stagger his superhuman foe. But once again, the power of the Submariner is greater than any could suppose, and it is he who recovers first. While the man without fear, despite his insulated gloves, lies weak and dazed and helpless.
Yet how can one measure the limitless courage of a fellow human? Although on the brink of unconsciousness, although racked with pain and fatigue, still the sightless crusader reaches out.
But then, even the dauntless will of Daredevil cannot hold back complete exhaustion.
I have fought the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and other superpowered humans, but none has been more courageous than he, the most vulnerable of all.
Come back, you mustn't fight the others. They're innocent, mustn't be harmed, mustn't.
The city draws a breath, a moment of quiet after the fury of the Submariner's reign of terror. But even as the King of Atlantis retreats to his watery dominion, the echoes of his threats linger.
No thanks, Foggy. I heard the news on the radio.
So, you're injured. What happened to you, Matt? I've warned you not to walk around town all alone the way you do. You must have bumped into some Uo.
Watch out, Karen. You'll trip over the leg of that chair.
Matt, you caught me, but how could you have known? How? Did you manage, I mean?
I heard your shoe kick the chair leg, and I guess it was just luck that made you fall into my arms.
I know it sounds foolish, but sometimes, Matt, I feel as though you can see, as though you see more than anyone else.
In the hushed space between their words, a tantalizing possibility hangs in the air, a secret on the tip of her tongue. But the vigilante knows the danger of revealing too much, of letting the light of his truth pierce the carefully constructed darkness.
Well, partner, it looks like Nelson and Murdoch lost a client, but I can't say I'm sorry to see him go. It was lucky that no one was injured during Nammer's escape. It could have been a disaster. Right, Foggy, just like you said, it sure was lucky.
And so the city exhales, the immediate danger past. But for the man without fear, the fight for justice is a relentless one, promising new shadows and fresh challenges to face. Hell's Kitchen, another night bleeds into existence, a symphony of sirens and distant despair. The city's pulse, a ragged beat, echoing the violence that festers in its underbelly.
You think this is a joke, eh? Nobody crosses Nammer and walks away.
Not tonight. This city has enough predators.
But in the heart of despair, a flicker of hope ignites. The man without fear answers the call.